Bellator 238 is just wrapped up. Here is your full mount MMA recap. If you have yet to see our recap from UFC Fight Night 166, make sure you go check that out as well. To kick off the main card, Emilee King defeated Ava Knight via rear naked choke in the first round. Raymond Daniels defeated Jason King via TKO in the first round.
That's the problem. Just heard it. Leg locks there. Shots. Hit is all over. Just like that.
Making his Bellator debut, Sergio Pettis defeated Alfred Khashakyan via guillotine choke in the first round.
Alfred is not going to get out of that choke either. That arm is trapped. No way to stop it. He's out. He's out. He's out. It's all over. Sergio Pettis.
Juan Archuleta defeated Henry Corrales via unanimous decision. Juan is now 24-2 in his pro MMA career. Darrion Caldwell defeated Borics via rear naked choke in the first round. And for the main event, Cris Cyborg defeated Julia Budd via TKO in the fourth round.
Big shot again. This is the Cyborg that we have watched. Body shot heard. And it is all over. Cris Cyborg. It's the Bellator featherweight world champion.
Here's some reactions from the MMA community. Bellator president Scott Coker posted this photo. He said Cyborg is the new Bellator MMA featherweight world champion. Ariel Helwani tweeted, Cris Cyborg just TKO'd Julia Budd, round 4. She's the new Bellator women's featherweight champion. She is also the first fighter to win a Strikeforce, Invicta, UFC, and Bellator title. Tatiana Suarez says, wow, Cyborg does it. She is the new Bellator featherweight world champ. She followed up with beautiful combos, head, body, and leg. Great job and congrats, Cris Cyborg. And Misha Tate says another big win for Cyborg. Dana White in a recent interview speaks on the potential super fight between Jon Jones and Israel Adesanya. He says that he wants Israel to stay at middleweight to build his legacy. Speaking to Submission Radio, he went on to say, what I think needs to happen is, and Israel is on track. If he beats Romero, Paulo Costa's next. If he beats Costa, maybe there's one more guy that would make sense. Gets that fight, beats him, and then you start talking about Jon Jones if Israel really wants that fight. But if you ask me, I think Israel should stay where he's at. Keep picking these guys off for as long as he can and just build this phenomenal legacy. Jon Jones posts some new training footage to his Instagram. He is scheduled to face Dominic Reyes at UFC 247.
3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 5, 1, 2, 3, 6, 1, 2, 3, 7, 1, 2, 3, 8, 1, 2, 3, 9, 1, 2, 10, 1, 2, 3, 11, 1, 2, 3, 12, 1, 2, 3, 13, 1, 2, 3, 14, 1, 2, 3, 15, 1, 2, 3, 16, 1, 2, 3, 17, 1, 2, 3, 18, 1, 2, 3, 19, 1, 2, 3, 20, 1, 2, 3, 21, 1, 2, 3, 22, 1, 2, 3, 23, 1, 2, 3, 24, 1, 2, 3, 25. All right, guys. 34, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. All right, it's a long crunch. Ready to begin? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Do you know what it means when I shave my head? It's that time of year again. Time to spank someone. Will you be a witness?
Kevin Lee on Ariel Helwani's MMA show speaks on his upcoming opponent Charles Oliveira. He also speaks on why the fight with Islam Makhachev didn't materialize.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I sat down there with them for over 9 hours trying to convince them to give me that fight. For some reason, the UFC, you know what? I mean, they just don't like to fight. That's kind of what it came down to. I mean, all the fans are with it. You know, he's with it. I'm with it. For some reason, the UFC, they just don't like to fight. They think he's not a big enough name. He don't draw enough, and they want me in bigger fights. So I told them I'll only take this Charles Oliveira fight if I get Islam next. And we're trying to make that happen in June in Russia. So to me, when they kind of pitched the Russia idea, me and Islam headlining that one, it kind of made me, okay, I'll back off from him and I'll go ahead and get this money from Charles first. To me, they want him to have some more experience. That's what they flat out said. And to me, they don't want to see me win, Ariel. I mean, let's be honest here. It pretty much came straight out of Sean Shelby's mouth. They don't want to see me do that to him. They don't want to see me win, so they want to kind of stack the chips against me. But it's always been a way in my career. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna make this fight happen. And then afterwards, I made sure that we put it into the contract that I get Islam next. Oh. And I want Islam, and I want him in Russia. And I want to headline against his people, and then we'll really see what's happening. It's not look, the bout ain't even signed yet, you know. So they need to go ahead and get that handled because I'm looking at getting this done like the next day or two. But yeah, I wanted it right.
Okay.
I don't want just no more talking, no more. You know, they trying to keep him away from me. So I wanted it in writing, and I wanted it to be done. And when I sign it, then I'm signing up for 2 bouts. Really, I'm signing up for this one in Brazil against Charles, and I'm signing up for Islam in Russia. It ain't gonna be fun, but I'm gonna make sure I get it done. Charles is somebody he's in his prime of his career. And he's looking for a big come up too. So I'm gonna make sure I'm not that one for him. I'm the one that got to take fights like this. You know, I don't get to fight. You know, I don't get to fight Cowboy coming off 2 losses and is looking a little chinny. I got to fight the guy that's coming up in his prime with a whole lot of experience behind him, fought a whole lot of big names, and I got to take him in his hometown in like the most hostile crowd that there is in the world. So I'm going to go ahead and do this and show again why I'm the man that you know, really don't give a fuck.
Justin Gaethje in a recent interview speaks on Conor McGregor. He says that Conor McGregor needed a win and he thinks that he'll fight him next. On the Punchlines podcast, he went on to say ultimately that dude makes his own decision. And I think he has more confidence now. He needed a win. So yeah, I think he'll fight me now. I'm not necessarily being overlooked. I'm in the conversation. I lost 2 times not that long ago. And unfortunately that set me back and allows these people to have an argument or case when it comes to the argument or it comes to the circumstance. So it does suck to compete as hard as I do and to put as much as I do into it to maybe have the situation come along where I do get passed over because of money or politics. But at the end of the day, if you do keep winning, I'm gonna fight again, and if I win, if I knock somebody out again, they can't deny me. To be a superstar, you have to win and you have to have something special. For me, I hope that knocking people out is my something special because I can't sell myself, per se, and become a different person on camera and a different person off camera. Ultimately, I think it could hurt me in the long run, just not wanting to take that route. I could have been there at UFC 246, I could have been front row, I could have made a scene, but I don't know. Maybe I'll miss an opportunity because I wasn't there. Here's some new training footage of Tyron Woodley. He is scheduled to face Leon Edwards at UFC London. UFC veteran Thiago Alves is signed with Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship. He last lost to Tim Means by a guillotine choke at UFC on ESPN 7. On his Instagram, he posted this. In the caption, he wrote, "Very exciting for this new chapter in my fighting career. Looking forward to representing my team at American Top Team. The Pitbull is coming for blood."
So guys, as you know, I've been part of the MMA community for a very long time, but when I got the opportunity to join in the BKFC, I was super excited. I've been watching BKFC for a little while now, and I see what the guys are able to do in there, and I think that style just fits perfect with what I'm able to do. I'm excited to go in there and throw down. I never pick and choose opponents, I'm not that type of fighter, I'm always the type of guy that just give me a date and a name, I'll get in there and I do what I do. I don't care who they put in front of me, I'm gonna show I'm the best at this sport and I'm ready to throw down against whoever, so just line them up.
A 3-round middleweight bout between Derek Brunson and Edmund Shabazian has been announced for UFC 248. Derek Brunson is coming off a unanimous decision win over Ian Heinisch. Edmund Shabazian is coming off a KO victory over Brad Tavares at UFC 244. Here's some new training footage of Joanna Jędrzejczyk. She's preparing herself for her upcoming title fight with Zhang Wei Li at UFC 248. That's going to wrap it up for the news. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to drop a like down below and subscribe to Full Mount MMA on YouTube. Here are the 3 top comments from last video. These comments are in reference to UFC Fight Night 166. First one says, I still think it's so weird to have active fighters interviewing other fighters after their fights, especially when they're in the same weight division. That being said, he should have called out DC, just for the sake of laughter and awkwardness. The second one says, there's not a man alive that can beat me on Mother's Day, Michael Chiesa. And the final one says, in there talking about a title shot, he's lucky DC didn't give him an eye poke right then and there. Those were the 3 top comments from last video. If you want to be featured in the next video, be sure to drop a comment down below on this one.